Welcome to the history of sports. Sports have been a part of human culture for centuries. They provide us with a way to stay active, have fun, and compete with others. Sports can also be a way to express ourselves, build teamwork, and learn about fair play. In this video, we will explore the history of sports from the earliest times to the present day. We will discuss the different ways that sports have evolved over time, and how they have played a role in our culture, identity, and social interactions. The history of sports is a long and fascinating one. It is a story of evolution, adaptation, and innovation. As societies have changed, so too have the sports that we play. Early humans. The earliest humans engaged in physical activities that we would now consider to be sports. These activities included running, jumping, throwing, and wrestling. These activities were not just for fun, they also served a practical purpose. For example, running and jumping helped humans to hunt and gather food, while wrestling helped them to defend themselves from predators. Ancient civilizations. As civilizations developed, so too did sports. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans all had their own unique sports. These sports included running, jumping, wrestling, boxing, and chariot racing. Sports were an important part of these civilizations' cultures. They were often used to celebrate religious festivals or to train soldiers. The Middle Ages. The Middle Ages was a time of great change in sports. The introduction of the horse collar and the wheeled plow made it possible to farm more land, and this led to an increase in leisure time. This led to the development of new sports, such as jousting and archery. The Renaissance. The Renaissance was a time of renewed interest in classical learning, and this included the study of sports. During this time, many new sports were introduced from Italy, which was the center of the Renaissance. These sports included the game of calcio, which is a forerunner of modern soccer. The 17th and 18th centuries. The 17th and 18th centuries saw the development of the first organized sports leagues. These leagues were responsible for organizing and regulating sports competitions. They also helped to standardize the rules of sports. The 19th century. The 19th century was a time of great change in sports. The Industrial Revolution led to an increase in leisure time, and this led to the growth of popular sports, such as baseball, cricket, and soccer. Sports were also used to promote nationalism and patriotism. For example, the first modern Olympic Games were held in 1896. The 20th century. The 20th century saw the development of new sports, such as basketball, volleyball, and Formula One racing. Sports also became more professionalized, with athletes competing for large sums of money. Sports were also used to promote social change. For example, the civil rights movement used sports to challenge segregation and discrimination. The 21st century. The 21st century has seen the continued growth of sports. Sports are now a global phenomenon, with people all over the world watching and playing sports. Sports have also become more commercialized, with major sporting events generating billions of dollars in revenue. The future of sports. The future of sports is uncertain, but there are a number of trends that are likely to shape the way we play and watch sports in the years to come. These trends include the continued globalization of sports. As the world becomes more interconnected, we are likely to see even more diversity in the sports that we play and watch. The rise of esports. Esports, or competitive video gaming, is a rapidly growing industry. It is estimated that there are over 200 million esports fans worldwide. The development of new technologies, such as virtual reality and augmented reality, are likely to have a major impact on the way we experience sports. The role of sports in culture. Sports play an important role in many cultures. They can be used to celebrate special occasions, to mark religious festivals, or to express social status. For example, in China, the Dragon Boat Festival is celebrated with a race of dragon boats, and the boats are decorated with food offerings. In India, the festival of Diwali is celebrated with a feast of sweets and savories. And in Japan, the tea ceremony is a ritualized way of preparing and serving tea, and it is seen as a way of expressing appreciation for the beauty of nature. The role of sports in identity. Sports can also be used to express identity. For example, in many cultures, people eat traditional foods to connect with their heritage. For example, in the United States, many people of Italian descent eat pasta dishes to connect with their Italian heritage. The role of sports in social interactions. Sports are often used to bring people together. For example, people often share meals with friends and family, and these meals can be a way of strengthening social bonds. Sports can also be used to break down barriers between people. For example, In many cultures, it is customary to offer food to guests, and this can be a way of showing hospitality and respect. The history of sports is a complex and fascinating one. It is a story of how our physical activities have evolved over time, and how sports have played a role in our culture, identity, and social interactions. It will be interesting to see how the way we play and watch sports continues to change in the years to come. Thanks for watching.